Hey boos, in this video, I give commentary based on my opinion. Nothing is to be taken as factual. We are just here to have conversation. We don't expose and we don't sip tea on this channel. I'm giving you real talk straight, no chaser. Let's see if you can handle it.
Cause I'm a boss. I haven't done anything for you to be proud of.
Of course you have. You are marrying a man who can support you.
Let me breathe. Hold on. Okay. Okay, let me calm down. Okay. So it reads, society has reduced the value of Black men to his income. First of all, I just got to say this, okay? That requirement is for all men. Just like we women, we are reduced to our dress size, our weight, and our beauty. So that is the society that you integrated with, right? So that means we're in a patriarchy society, which means now you have to play, now you, Black man, you have to play the white man's game. I actually will give you a tip. You should go get Monopoly, the game. If you want to learn how to play the white man's game, okay? You, Black leaders, decided that it was a good idea to integrate with them. And so this is the cost for that. You're reduced to your income, just like I'm reduced to my dress size. I'm reduced to my weight. I'm reduced to my beauty. I'm reduced to how I groom myself every day. I'm sorry that you have to put up with this, but you signed up for it. You signed up for it. So let's get into it though. You signed up for it. You shook your hand, so stand on what you did. It is what it is. Don't come crying about it now. Oh my goodness. But let me play this video. And I didn't like what he had to say. Dr. Umar. I didn't like what he had to say because it sounded dusty to me. But let me go ahead and play it. Somebody said I can't.
Is not necessarily an evil. Her bringing home more pay than the Black man is not necessarily an evil. It is the interpretation she makes with regard to why she out earns her mate. It's the interpretation she makes to why she out educates her mate. It's not until the Black woman swallows the American power structure's narrative as to why the Black male is disenfranchised does it become a problem. Because if my wife out earns me and out educates me, that's not an issue if she can still respect my manhood. But because we live in a capitalist empire, your worth as a male is automatically translated into your take-home pay. CIA introduced feminism to empower the Black female and to disempower the Black male. See, the empowerment of our sisters is not an evil. Her being more educated than the Black man is not necessarily an evil. Her bringing...
Y'all know what I hear? A bunch of whining. This is my thing. Why are Black men so threatened by a woman being educated? I need somebody to answer that for me. Why are they so threatened by a woman feeling empowered? I don't understand. Does that make you feel less? And then you need to look in the mirror and ask yourself why. Why do you feel less that a woman feels empowered? And see, this is why I'm talking about this. Because these men, they will gaslight you. They will attack your self-esteem. They will go around and say, oh, your education, it don't mean nothing for me. It don't do nothing for me. But at the same time, they so threatened by it. I don't understand why men feel so threatened by women that are empowered. And I'm not talking about the type of empowerment where a woman is disrespectful or she's difficult, unreasonably difficult. You know, I'm talking about a woman that is just taking care of business. Like, we live in modern times where for you to be a self-sufficient adult in this world and within this society, it is a bare minimum requirement. Why is it that Black men don't feel as masculine or as empowered standing next to a woman that's educated? Because she read, because she research, because she look into things. She's thorough. I don't understand. She's organized. I don't understand that. I need somebody to like, it don't make sense. And you want to know the real reason? Because they're being dominated. That's why. So because they're being dominated, they attack their women. Now it's more about control. They feel like the only way they can have control or dominance is by attacking us, and the fact that we are educating ourselves, we're going to school, and we're doing what we're supposed to do in the white dominant society that they thought was a good idea to integrate with. So I don't understand. All of this is their doing. All of it. They sat down with the white man and said, we want to integrate with you. That's what they did. So why are they trying to punish us for it? I don't understand. Like, it's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. By your education, because they don't have it and aren't as useful to the workforce. Exactly. So this whole, one thing that I have learned within the Black community, like this whole, and I'm gonna have to show you another video. This whole thing with Black women are, you know, not feminine enough, and they put their education first, and that's gaslighting. They want you to dumb yourself down so they can feel empowered. You, as a Black woman, you need to heal, though. You do. So that when you are around a good man, you can rest in your femininity. You know what I mean? You don't have to be in survival mode because you are so damn traumatized from your past. You know? So I do feel like you need to heal. You need to work on yourself. I'm always going to be for that as a woman. But should you dumb yourself down to make a man feel empowered? No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. I do stand for women that are more mysterious and you don't always show your hand, because, you know, men tend to be swindlers. And so when you're dating, only when you're dating, not when you are in a relationship or you're married, should you ever dumb yourself down or feel the need to with your man. But when you're dating and you're trying to fill out a person, you're trying to get to know them, sometimes it's always best not to show your hand. But when you get into a relationship and when you get into a marriage and you feel like you always got to dumb yourself down for him to feel empowered, why is that? Why doesn't he go and do something about it to make himself feel more empowered? Why are they putting all the work on us as women? It just does not make sense to me. So then we have, let me see if I can find the video. We have women like this. I'm going to have to find it. We have women in our community like this. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
And about women, well, we go after our careers so much. By the time we look up, we single. We got all these degrees. We got every degree. We got a PhD, and all we got is a DOG and no MAN.
Right.
But the man, he can go out and get all of those credentials and do that, because here's what it is, Delvin and Justin. At the end of the day, the man makes the choice. The man make the choice.
Isn't it the woman that chooses the man who chooses the woman?
Men decide when we gonna get married. We could do all of this. Yes, we can get every degree, and we can find the men that we may like, But at the same time, if he ain't pulling the trigger, it don't matter. It don't matter what you and ladies, let me just break this down to you. And this is some of my friends, some of my, I'm not gonna go there, people that I know. We got every degree. Don't no man care about that. Because he ain't gonna marry the girl that work at Wendy's. Because she paid attention to him while we paying attention to our degrees and our terrier.
There you go.
The dog. And about women, what we
This is why. Let me tell you something. This is why I burn my cape. This is why I burn my cape, because I just want Black men to acknowledge that the reason why we got all these degrees is because we're in survival mode, because you're not doing your job. I just want them to acknowledge that you're not doing your job. So yeah, we went out and got the degrees so that we can put ourselves in a better position. Yeah, we did that. And now you're threatened by that. That is stupidity. What is a Wendy's job going to do for me if men are not showing up the way that we need? So what do as Black women? We go and we get it for ourselves. And now they want to shame us for it. That is absolutely ridiculous. That is so ridiculous. The reason why we went out and got these degrees was because we are in survival mode. Our men are not showing up for us. This is crazy. So yeah, we can afford that big house that you're so intimidated by. Yeah, we can afford that luxury car that you're so intimidated by. But that was your doing. When you didn't show up for us, that was your doing. So until y'all acknowledge that, shut up. And to the Black women that are out here taking on that ideology, girl, he's still not gonna pick you. You still gonna be single at the end of the day. So it's just like, let it go. Just let it go. I'm tired of them trying to weaponize education. Seriously? And I'm saying this because I am for Black women healing and working on themselves. And so that they can come out of this survival mode sooner. Because a lot of them, they are, they get up in age, they're like 30, 35, 40, 50 years old. They find themselves, alone because they have been surviving this whole time. They have been so focused on surviving. They're not even living. Do you not understand the reason why we created Black Girl Luxury is because we're trying to transition from survival mode to being able to enjoy our lives? Because that's all we know. We only know how to survive. We don't know how to just live and be at peace. And then our men shame us for it. Like, what sense does that make? That don't make no sense to me. So I'm not really here for it. And I'm not surprised that this woman is sitting up here, most likely up in age, saying these things, because of course, one thing Black men are going to do, they're going to blame you and not take any type of accountability for why their women are out here getting educated the way that they are, because they have to. I could understand if we were white women and our men supported us. Well, they pretended to, as long as we didn't interfere with what they got going on. But y'all don't even pretend to support us. So it's just like, what are you crying about? I don't understand that. What are you crying about? So I'm going to play this video one more time, because just in case you missed it, just in case I missed anything. But that is why Black women are out here getting educated the way they are. It's because they're in survival mode. They watch their mom struggle, or they didn't have the best upbringing, or their parent or family told them that, they need to get educated because you can't depend on these men. So if you can't depend on these men, you're going to go get it for yourself. So until we address the issue in our community that our men are not dependable, stop talking about how education is such a threat to your manhood. And I don't understand why, because these other men are not threatened by an educated woman. They're not really threatened by that. Only Black men are actually threatened by an educated woman. Like, your manhood is in jeopardy. That's sad. Okay. Let me pull it back up though.
Reduced it introduced feminism to empower the black female and to disempower the black male. See, the empowerment of our sisters is not an evil. Her being more educated than the black man is not necessarily an evil. Her bringing home more pay than the black man is not necessarily an evil. It is the interpretation she makes with regard to why she out earns her mate. It's the interpretation she makes to why she out educates her mate. It's not until the black woman swallows the American power structure's narrative as to why the black male is disenfranchised does it become a problem. Because if my wife out earns me and out educates me, that's not an issue if she can still respect my manhood. But because we live in a capitalist empire, your worth as a male is automatically translated into your take home pay. CIA introduced feminism to empower the black female.
The feminist movement introduced feminism to the black female. You mean our birthright? Y'all, this is too much. This is too much. And then he said the feminist movement, right, introduced black women, black females to the feminist movement, right, to adapt these American power struggles. I'm done. I'm gonna end the live, y'all. Please give the video a thumbs up. Please give the video a thumbs up. Please give the video a thumbs up. I mean, one thing that I have learned about women, it don't matter what race of woman you're dealing with. When we are being taken care of, when we are being provided for, right, protected, we ain't going nowhere. We not listening to our homegirls. We don't give a damn about what they got to say. If Becky came in here and was telling me about some feminist movement, but I got a man at home that's taking care of me, providing and protecting, do you really think I'm gonna sit up here and listen to her speech about feminism or the feminist movement? No, I'm not, because I got a man and he's doing what he is supposed to be doing for me. So the only reason black women were listening to white women was because you guys were not showing up the way that we needed. That was the problem. So of course Becky came in and she was telling us, join us tomorrow for the march. So of course we went. Our men were not showing up for us. It's just, it is what it is. Now, until men swallow that, because the L that we took, right? Because black men, black leaders decided that it was a good idea to integrate with white people. That was what you decided. And then you're mad? You didn't think that there would be a culture shift? Come on. You knew there would be a culture shift. You are integrating two groups together, and they're going to create a new culture, and they're going to be influenced off each other. This is why we have pop culture now. So it's just like, come on, they love to blame women, but black men, black leaders, y'all made that decision. So you need to deal with it. So now we have to play this game. I call it Monopoly. You should actually get the board game and get more educated on how the game is played. If you play Monopoly, you should know all about it. But you already signed up for it. You decided to sit down with white leaders, and you said that it was a good idea to integrate with them. We could have went and built our own community somewhere. You could have made a deal with them, but you didn't want to do that. And I have a feeling that the reason why you didn't want to do that was because you wanted access to their women. You wanted access to their women. And so you made that decision. And look at what it's cost you. We have no wealth. We have no land. We have nothing. So if you're mad about that, you need to look in the mirror, or you need to look at the men before you and stop sitting up here blaming your women. We followed your lead. We trusted your leadership. This is why we don't trust it now. We trusted your leadership and you failed us. So y'all need to deal with that. Y'all are the leaders of the community, and it is what it is. And we are not in any position to have leverage, dominance, or power. So it is what it is. On that note, I know some of y'all gonna be mad. On that note, somebody said, man up, please. Man up, stand up, do something. They want to keep blaming us. They really thought us integrating with white people, they didn't think that there would be some type of influence. You didn't think there would be some type of influence over your women? This is why other groups don't believe in that. I just don't understand it. So I'm done. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's day.